What's going on, guys? JT, I am the tie, coming at you with another narrated Wi-Fi battle today. I got a roulette match here, 4th gen against a user named PokeaimMD, also known as Joey. He's an amazing battler, by the way, so definitely go check out his channel. Link to his channel will be in the description below. And yeah, it's a roulette match. Obviously, his species clause is not in effect, so he picked me 2 Espeons and 2 Gliscors. But let's get the match started. You got a Rotom, I got a Breloom out. This matchup really sucks, but he's very good at predicting switches. So I'm gonna hope he over predicts and I stay in and I go for the Spore, and thankfully he misses a Willow. That's huge for him, because obviously that enabled me to activate my Toxic Orb. I'm immune to status right now. He saw that I was slower, so he knows that I'm one of those sub-seeding sets, so he can switch into Shaman predicting a Leech Seed. I just set up a substitute, and thankfully I got a substitute up, so I've never wasted a good substitute. I'm just going to go for the Focus Punch right here. He's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice, and he knows that it's probably not going to kill the Shaman, because Joey's a freaking pro, and I'm going to go for the Focus Punch. It's not going to be able to take out the Shaman, and unfortunately I am going to have to skedaddle, because the only attacking move I have on this guy is Focus Punch. So I'm going to have to switch. He knows that I'm going to have to switch, so he goes for a Seed Flare. I was definitely expecting the Hidden Power Ice or the Hidden Power Fire in that scenario. And that Seed Flare completely rolls my Espeon. This is a sub-Calm Minding Espeon, so he doesn't take the hit very well, but Espeon's pretty much the only guys that I got in the roulette match that can take a hit, and I don't know if he's got anyone who can take a Psychic, so I'm just going to go for the Psychic because I know I outspeed the Shaman. In comes an Uxie, and unfortunately I have Psychic and I think Hidden Power Ground on this particular Espeon, so I have nothing to hit this Uxie with, so this Espeon is pretty damn useless, but he's probably a pretty good fodder if I need him, so I'm going to go back into Gliggles. I'm predicting the U-turn. I did see that he didn't have leftover recovery, so I kind of thought he was Scarf, so I'm going to go back out into my own Gliscor. Now he sees that I don't have any leftover recovery as well, so he predicts me to be Scarf, which is a great prediction on his part because Scarf Gliscor is really uncommon. So he goes into Moltres and obviously takes the U-turn very nicely. I'm going to go back out into my Espeon. I need to figure out what type of Moltres this is, so I'm going to go for the Psychic. If he outspeeds me, he's going to kill me first, and thankfully he does not outspeed me, so he's either Life Orb or Spect. And he's going to go for that U-turn. He's going to be able to take me out. And at this point, I know that he's Spec, but I don't know whether he's timid or modest. If he's timid, he outspeeds my regular Gliscor. If he's modest, he doesn't. That's really good information for me to know. But I'm going to go back out into Gliggles. I am Scarfed, and he's actually predicting me to go for a U-turn. So he goes for a trick predicting me to go into someone, which is a pretty good play, except for I stay in a Night Slash. So obviously, he's locked in a trick. He's going to have to switch. And I'm just going to go for the Night Slash again, just to get some free damage on whatever comes in. Now, in comes a Pert. And obviously the Pert takes out very well, so that's going to force me to switch. I cannot stay in. I was predicting him to just set up some Stealth Rocks. I go on the Shaman, and in comes his own Shaman. And obviously, I don't think he was actually expecting the Shaman to come out. He doesn't want to risk a speed tie in that scenario, maybe. So he switches out, goes into Uxie, predicting the Hidden Power Fire or Ice. I actually have Hidden Power Fire on this guy, so if he has Ice, then he outspeeds me. But I don't do enough damage. I don't feel like taking the U-turn damage just yet with the Uxie, so I switch out into Gliscor predicting that, and he just lays up some rocks. So that's fine by me. I know he's going to have to switch then, so I'm just going to go for the U-turn, get some initiative, and because he sent out a Regigigas, I need to stop that T-Wave Confuse Ray bullcrap. So I'm going to go back out and reveal my second Gliscor. I'm going to go back out into Sandbat. And at this point, obviously, I'm gonna go for the taunt. I don't want to over-predict at this point, but he doesn't make a very nice play. Predicts the taunt, goes into his Moltres, and obviously, this is really tough. If he's timid, he outspeeds me. If he's modest, he doesn't outspeed me, and I'm just gonna die. But I have no one to take the overheat, so I'm gonna have to leave him in, and somehow I outspeed him. So because he's modest, so that's huge. That's a huge pickup for me. I don't know if the critical hit mattered. I'm inclined to think it does, even though I do have attack investment, because I think Moltres have pretty nice natural defenses, and Aerial Ace isn't very powerful. But yeah, but that's a huge pickup for me. I was predicting him to go for a Hidden Power Ice in that scenario. So I switched into my Scarfed Espeon, and he just goes for a Rest. And this is a really big deal. I need to get more damage on that Shaman. Obviously, my only way of taking out that particular Shaman is my own Shaman. But I figured he can go out into Uxie, but I really thought that was going to be a 2-hit KO. But I don't know if that's min-max damage in that point. I really don't want to take the risk because I need Espeon as basically like a special attacking punching bag. So I go into Gliggles to take the U-turn, and in comes the Regigigas again. Obviously, I'm going to have to U-turn in this scenario, and he's going to predict me to U-turn back out into my other Gliscor. So he's going to go for a Confuse Ray. Great prediction on his part, obviously. It's a coin flip chance. It's like Two-Face. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit him at this point. If Lady Luck has the way, but obviously, I don't know if I want to taunt him. I don't know if I want to get some damage on him. The Regigigas is sitting at a really nice amount of damage, so he's pretty threatening. but I don't think he's gonna go for Confuse Ray twice in a row. So I'm gonna switch out into my Shaman, and he actually switches out into a Swampert. Now everyone on his team does not take a Seed Flare very well except for the Shaman, so I'm gonna force him to make that prediction. I'm gonna force him to make that switch, and he predicts me to predict the Shaman to come back in and over predict. So that's a huge pickup for me. In comes that Uxie, and like I said before, he's probably just going to go for the U-turn, but thankfully I didn't take that U-turn damage before, so I don't mind taking it right now. Obviously, the only guy who can take that Seed Flare is Shaman. I want him to make that prediction. I'm going to force him to go for it, so I'm going to go for the Seed Flare again, and thankfully he switches in the Rotom. I take some really, really nice damage with that right there, and unfortunately, I don't know if he's going to leave the Rotom in his fodder, but I'm at a really, really low amount of health because of Life Orb Recoil, so I need to keep the Shaman alive in order to combat his Shaman. So I'm going to go for the rest, and in comes the Uxie. Obviously, at this point, I'm sleeping, and that's going to force my switch. So because I got Natural Cure, it's not a big deal. But I'm going to go back out into Gliscor, because I know that he's probably just going to U-turn, and that way I can U-turn out to the appropriate counter that he sends out. Now in comes the Regigigas again, and I'm thinking he's probably just going to predict the other Gliscor to come back in. I'm thinking that Espeon would be a pretty good prediction. Actually, oh, I just go for the Earthquake. I didn't actually expect that. Okay, well, like I said before, Regigigas has a ton of life right now, and if I don't whittle him down, he's going to have a... I have no way of really taking him out, so he goes for the Confuser, predicting my switch to my other Gliscor or any other person that he can hit. And I'm going to go into Espeon, because I really thought that I'd be able to hit him with a really powerful Psychic, and he goes for a T-Wave, and that's kind of a double-edged sword, obviously. Now my Choice Scarf Espeon is totally useless, but at the same time, I have the Synchronized ability, so his Regigigas is going to be slow as dirt, even after it gets his act together, so that's a pretty good pickup for me overall. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill that Uxie or that Shaman unless I go for Signal Beam. So I go for it, he doesn't switch, and unfortunately I'm doing crap damage and I'm locked into a move. So I need to switch. I go back out into Breloom. I believe he's on turn 4 out of 5. So at this point, he's going to start getting going really, really soon, and if I can't figure out a way to stop this Regigigas, I'm all kinds of boned. I know that he's going to be doing a lot of damage to my Gliscor, so there's a little one-turn window. I have to hope I don't punch myself in confusion. I'm going to get the Leech Seed on him, and his act is going to get together, I believe, right now. So at this point, I'm going to go into Gliscor. I don't think he's going to be able to one-shot me, even though I really don't face Regigigas too often, because Gliscor has pretty nice natural bulk, and he's going to go for that return. It's going to do a ton of damage, but thankfully it's not going to be able to take me out, and because of the leftover recovery and the Leech Seed recovery I'm going to get back from him, and the fact that he's paralyzed, I'm going to be able to stall him out with the Leech Seed. So obviously this is a pretty good thing for me. I don't want to not go for the Roost in this scenario, just in case he predicts me to over-predict or something like that, so I just go for the Roost again. In comes the Shaman, and now I'm really, really afraid of the Hidden Power Ice, so that has to be the reason why he sent in the Shaman. That also means that my Shaman is slower, so I need to free switch into Shaman. So I'm going to go into Espeon. He's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice, and he's going to do pretty nice damage to my Espeon at this point, and because I'm paralyzed, I'm not going to be able to outspeed him and get any kind of damage off on him. He's going to take me out, and but this is the free switch in the Shaman that I need, really, because this is the only way that I can take out the Shaman. I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Fire, because he got Hidden Power Ice. He's going to outspeed me because of the Speed IV. And you're going to get some pretty nice damage on me. I'm going to be able to get some pretty nice damage on me, but pretty nice damage on him, I should say. But this is going to put me in a tough bind. I'm going to get some really nice damage on him, but I have no way of taking out the Shaman once my Shaman is dead. So if he goes for a rest again, and I give him a chance to rest, he's going to flat out just win the match right here. So that Shaman is his ticket to victory. Taking out that Shaman is my ticket to victory, and I need to figure out a way to take him out. I'm going to go into my Gliscor because he's Scarf. He's going to be able to outspeed the Shaman and kill it, and I'm just going to go for the Night Slash. I figure it's going to be able to kill the Shaman no matter what. In comes the Rotom, and the Rotom actually takes it, which I'm a little bit surprised about. But, you know, it's a bulky Rotom, so, and Rotoms are definitely, physical monsters, so I go for the second Night Slash. I'm able to take him out, and he can't go back out into the Shaman in this point. He can't go back out into Uxie either, so he goes into Regigigas, and I kind of figure he's just going to go Confuse Ray, but, I figure this is probably my best way of getting some decent damage on him. I really can't afford to get the coin flip chance on my Scarf guy, because then if he gets a free switch in the Shaman and I don't hit him with an attack, and then he flat out wins the match. So I go into my Sandbat, and at this point I can definitely threaten him with an Aerial Ace, so he can't switch in the Shaman. But I'm kind of hoping he will, and he goes into the Uxie, and my goodness, if he died right there, then he flat out wins because he gets that free switch in the Shaman he needs. I was thinking he's just going to U-turn out in this scenario, so I'm going to go for the Aerial Ace again. If he went for Stealth Rocks in that scenario and I hit him, then the match is over. So obviously this is a huge mind game right here. I need to whittle down that Regigigas because I need to put him into range where Gliggles can clean up. At the same time, I'm trying to hit his Shaman because I'm afraid he's going to switch in the Shaman because the Shaman outspeeds this particular Gliscor. But I go for the attack again, and I hit myself in confusion. I think I went for an Earthquake right there, because I don't know if that was min-max damage on that first Earthquake. I don't know if it was going to kill the Regigigas, but I don't think that one mattered. I believe I went for the Aerial Ace on that turn, though. I believe that hit definitely does matter, and now he switches in the Shaman and I go for the Aerial Ace. I was really debating what I wanted to do. I really wanted to catch that Shaman. I figured he was gonna have to switch it in at some point, and thankfully he does. But obviously, I wouldn't have killed the Regigigas with the Aerial Ace unless I got a critical hit, and obviously, his Uxie and his Regigigas cannot handle my two Gliscors along with my Breloom, so he's just gonna skedaddle. But that was an amazing game. It was just a mind game the entire game. It was a really, really awesome match. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and definitely feel free to click the like button. And how do you guys like the background? I was able to play around with the emulator a little bit, and I got it to look like the sunset. Doesn't it kind of look like the sunset? But I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll catch you guys another time. Bye.